hotel, seaside, pigtails each side. Overhead, meet eyes, waiting for the sunrise. Sandy sheets, I shake them off. High tide, you tie knots in my stomach. I say, oh my. Like, oh my gosh, restaurant reservation for the vibe I lost. Up in my imagination when I found my boss. Had to quit my job just to find my love.
Yes, boys, so we've made it to the gym. And we're just going in the sauna today because we got a game. So, don't want to do anything too robust. But the first step from slaughterhouse to sovereignty has to be becoming the man that can. And in simplest terms, if you put a random bloke in the Premier League, he will never survive. Not one chance, not even 1%. So becoming the man who can is all about all those years leading up to that Premier League where he's training, he's becoming better at football, he's building resilience, he's building his fitness. He's playing with academies, he's learning from different coaches. And then after years and years of practice, he plays in the Premier League and he can keep up. He can play. And not only can he play, but he can play to the highest level. He can dominate. It's the same thing with business or anything else in life. You have to first become the man who can, the man who holds the skill, the man who holds the character. So, every single day I'm trying to build that man who can until I become him. I'm building my skills and knowledge in business. I'm building my character, my discipline, and my ability to perform and just perform and perform and perform without procrastination. My ability to take big leaps even though fear is definitely on the table, to take risks, to have big balls. All of those things matter into becoming the man who can and the character. So it's all about becoming the person who can do it, becoming that Premier League standard, but in business. And in order to do that, you have to start from the bottom. The same way you have to start playing football outside. You have to start from the bottom. And you have to build and build and build and build and build. And every day sharpen your skills. Every day sharpen your ability to turn up even when you don't want to, when you're tired. All the things tie into one to wrap up a big present. And when you open that present, who's inside? The man who can. And that man can run a business that will get financial freedom for him and all of his family. So that is my goal. If you ask me what my goals are, yes, I have numbers of what I want to earn by what age. But the biggest goal is becoming the man who can. Because even if somehow I get lucky and I get this, but I am not the man who can, then I will lose it. Same way if you say you give a six-pack to a fat man, after 2 weeks he will have lost his six-pack. It's the same thing. And then after becoming the man who can, what is next? After that is doing what is needed and just executing. And in fact, that is part of becoming the man who can. And I've actually written a poem for you. I've written a poem for me, but it goes very well with being the man who executes and just does things. Because I think life is so beautiful, but most people distract themselves. And I'm not talking you have to be some David Goggins super strict, but be in life with the fullest intention and the fullest presence. So here's my poem. But obviously I'm going into the sauna. If no one's in the sauna, I'll read you my poem from in there. But if someone's in the sauna, I'm just going to be relaxing and let them do their thing because I don't want to disturb everyone's morning. So, here's my poem. We just got back from the gym. A little sauna session. Talked to the old bloke in there. Real nice. And the next bit about becoming the man is you have to do it long enough to get good at it. And you have to... After you get good at it, you have to do that for long enough to get paid, and paid well. And I mean paid well. So just keep going at it. Don't ever quit. Keep building your skills. Keep going, and keep going. Yes, sir. Now, the second part of slaughterhouse to sovereignty is the business that can buy my family and I a ticket to financial freedom. The key to the business, or this business in fact, is using leverage and focusing on building a system that runs itself. Taking inspiration from schools of thought like the book from Tim Ferriss, The 4-Hour Work Week. The end goal is to only have to work on my business for 2 hours a day. then the end goal would be just to check my emails every Sunday whilst it runs itself. Now, you may be asking, what am I going to be doing instead? Well, the business side of my business will run itself, but I will be hosting the retreats for men who want to become leaders, providers and warriors. Other than that, well, being a husband, raising kids, running a small farm and owning my own vineyard, taking trips hunting in Alaska, salsa dancing in Argentina, learn the bagpipes in Scotland and serve as many people as I can, doing what I want and what I need, when I want and when I need, controlled by nothing, giver of everything, liver of life. Now, here are some things that I've learned from Myron Golding. Firstly, it is easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than a lot of money over a long period of time. And finally, the highest earning potential is always from your creativity. Now think about it. All the highest paid people are paid based on their creativity. And all the lowest paid people are paid based on giving their time and muscles. And there are 3 levels of earning potential, and they are as follows: time and muscles, secondly, management, and lastly, creativity. And the last one, creativity, is limitless, and there is no financial ceiling.
I push, they shove, all praise to above for the shower in of love. I cage my lust when I feel it building up, trying to change my luck, moving up, moving forward. I'ma cut all ties to before. I'ma put both hands on the knife, on the sword. I'ma put both hands together for the Lord, put them both together for the Lord now. Cause I don't need the money, all I need is you, ay. Cause I don't need the money, all I need is you, ay. Cause I don't need the money, all I need is you.
So we're just having a walk on the commons now, get some fresh air, and I got my notebook, so I'm going to read off that. But the third step to my plan of escape from slaughterhouse to sovereignty is belief. Now, belief, it doesn't just mean saying that, you're saying I can, and trying to manifest everything in your life. That, I don't really know. That's not what belief is for me. But in order to believe something, in fact, you don't even have to say that you believe it. True belief is all in action. Real belief, belief that moved nations, built empires, and drove men to rewrite their stars, is all about action. You see, if you knew something was impossible, like say a human flying like a bird, you wouldn't waste a second on it trying to achieve it, because you know it's impossible. So why would you waste your life on it? Hold on. But if you believed, and I mean truly believed, that something was possible to the extent that you couldn't fail, you knew it was possible, then you wouldn't waste a second not doing what was needed in order to achieve this goal. So if you believe you can do it, then act like you can do it. Don't act like you don't believe, if you see what I'm saying. Even in the face of fear, just have big balls, dive head first in, because remember, you can't fail. In fact, you only fail when you quit. So, that is my plan of escape from slaughterhouse to sovereignty. First, become the man that can. Second, build that business. Third, believe. Do the actions that I need to do on the daily. And fourth, we're going to add a fourth one in there for you. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Enjoy it. But I mean truly enjoy it. Don't enjoy the distractions. Enjoy life itself. There we are. Boom, finished. Yes, boys, I'm going to finish the night off with some beautifully seasoned rump steak in the pan. We've got a little bit of fat cooking down. Give us some oil. Oh, it's going to be good here, too. These little fat bits. Great little snap. Yummy. Yes, boys, look how well this is cooked. Lovely in the middle. Lovely pink in the middle.
Together for the Lord, put them both together for the Lord now. Cause I don't need the money, all I need is you, ay. Cause I don't need the money, all I need is you, ay. Cause I don't need the money.